pound beatdown for Boots Ennis. What heart shown by both men, but what pound for pound skill.
Before he could have did it the first round, but you know he gets in there and like to play around a little bit. I'll get on him sometime about playing around like that.
And then in that third round, it seemed like Xander had a lot of success. I don't know if
y'all better look at them tapes again. Y'all talking a lot of success. Anybody go 2 or 3 times?
Did your instructions change after?
No, nothing changed. I wanted the Boots to go to the body more. You know what I mean? And use his jab more. But he was setting a lot of shots up too. You see the shots he was hitting with. You know what I mean? And I was telling him not to stay there, because every time you stay there, you hit him with a good shot. Xander grabs him. He holds him. You don't see Boots doing the holding. You see he been outboxing too. You saw what he was doing. When he was jabbing, how many jabs he was hitting with? You know what I mean? He can do that. But he knows the fight. That's why these people come to see, man. He put on the show.
The last bell sounded, and to be honest, it did not seem like anyone inside Barclays Center was in a hurry to figure out the scorecards. This was never the kind of fight where one boxer stayed in complete control from the opening round until the end. Instead, it felt like all 12 rounds were filled with non-stop adjustments and smart decisions.
Ennis, what a great fight. You are a machine. Zayas, a little inexperienced, but you will be back. You're a great fighter. Let's make the biggest fight in boxing today. Virgil Ortiz, Boots Ennis, let's go!
What do I think? There ain't nothing to think. It's a knockout.
No, but I'm saying like just of the fight, because it seemed like
whatever I say,
he wasn't ready, man.
Whatever I say is not gonna benefit.
Exactly.
Congrats. Let's see him unified. Let's see. Well, he's unified now. Let's see him become undisputed. Good job.
Are you proud of the way Xander performed?
No, definitely. Heart of a champion. He showed, and his team was. They made the decision. That's it.
What do you think about Boots' performance? I mean, he overcame some kind of hard spots there.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Set up from the knockdowns, it seemed like he had Boots hurt like in the third, fourth there. I mean, did you think maybe?
I was surprised that they let the fight go that long, you know, because I was really concerned about him getting hurt like that. But that's boxing, you know. Their corner decided to let him out. Thank God, I hope he's okay. And you know, there was times there that he could have turned it around, but I mean, tonight it was Boots' night. You know what I'm saying?
Jaron Boots Ennis stepped into the fight exactly as everyone had predicted, moving smoothly between stances, throwing fast, powerful combinations, and making Xander Zayas react to constant pressure at a speed that very few fighters are able to keep up with.
Xander? No, Xander, good fighter. I like Xander. Xander, one of my guys that I like, man. That's why you see me hugging him. He's one of them top guys, man. To me, he's a good fighter, man. But I know he couldn't do nothing with Boots.
Do you think that now he can take the team to another level?
Man, I told you something. When y'all ain't see the best of him yet, they gotta bring it out of my son. You know what I mean? You see when he bring it out, he get nasty. He like to knock everybody out, but I tell him relax. Gotta relax, take your time, man. You know what I mean? But he get excited, man.
It's not really about when you throw, you're gonna get hit. You know, he loves fighting. He's a fighter at heart. Like I said, with age, the older you get, the smarter you get, the more wiser you get. Then you realize, like, I take less risk and I become more of a boxer. He has that ability. But now he's young, he's in his prime, he's a dog. He likes fighting. He enjoys it.
What really stood out to me was how composed Xander remained, even with all that pressure coming his way.
Instead of getting caught up in Boots' rhythm, he slowed the fight down whenever he had the chance, used his jab intelligently, and kept making subtle adjustments that stopped the momentum from completely running away. That's what made this matchup so fascinating.
Just how proud of you was Xander, brother. You put up a tremendous
I'm so proud of him, man. He showed a lot of grit, heart of a champion. But I think the main thing that I loved about Xander is that he literally got the experience. He's got it down packed. When he got hurt, he was bouncing and jumping around, like moving around, moving his legs, waking him up. You know, but hey, it happens.
Showed tremendous heart, right? He kept getting up over and over. It was even stopped by the corner. It wasn't even him.
He surprised me.
No, but hey, you know what? That's boxing for you, but he shows that he's willing to go all the way.
Whenever it seemed like Boots was ready to take full control with his quick hands and unpredictable offense, Xander fired back with patient counters and perfect timing, showing once again why so many people see him as one of boxing's most intelligent young champions. Then the momentum changed once more.
What were your thoughts on Xander's performance? You know, I mean,
I thought he did great. But you know, he still has some. How you doing? I see you, bro. Yes, sir. I thought he did great. He did good. But you know, when you got 2 belts and you're 23, you can't really take a step back. You know, that's what comes with it. You got. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. There's no turning back. You got 2 belts.
Boots started focusing more on the body landing shots from angles that hardly seemed possible, while Xander answered by holding his position more often and turning every exchange into a carefully measured risk. I really liked that both fighters stayed true to their own style. Boots remained on the attack without losing control, and Xander kept his calm without becoming too defensive.
You're a young champion, there's no turning back, so he did what he had to do.
Talk about the heart of Xander. I mean, he kept getting up. Even the fight was stopped by his corner. It wasn't even like he, stayed down. He just kind of nodded, seeing his corner finish it.
Look, when you're a young fighter, you're going to go out on your shield. That's why people want to see young fighters fight, because that's the type of fight you're going to get. They don't want to see older fighters who just have some money. They want to see that. They want to see somebody get hurt.
Keeping that kind of balance is never easy when the pressure continues to rise. By the championship rounds, the energy inside the arena had reached another level. Every clean punch brought a huge reaction from the crowd because each fighter kept delivering moments that looked good enough to win the round. It no longer felt like a clash of different styles and became a battle of who could adjust better. That is the greatest praise I can give to both fighters. No matter whose hand was raised in the end, this fight answered questions that weeks of discussion never could. One boxer showed that his explosive style belongs among the biggest names in the sport. The other proved he could stay calm and focused even when everything around him became intense. Not every unforgettable boxing match needs a knockout. Sometimes 2 world-class fighters push each other to reach a higher level, and that is exactly what happened in this fight.
Oh no, I don't know. I mean, he's supposed to bring out the belt. You know what I mean? You know, but Pandora, I like Pandora. Yeah. What other name? Pandora. I like to fight him. I think Ortiz. That'll be a good fight, Ortiz.
Yeah. So Terrence Crawford, he was tweeting something after the fight, being coy, like not commenting on it, but seeming to throw his version of some shade. I mean, what's your thoughts on?
I don't care what nobody say, man. Yeah. I don't care. That don't bother me. Just like when y'all talk, I don't care what y'all say. I don't care what none of y'all say because I speak the truth. You know what I mean? You know, you don't see us cussing and calling people out. Some of them don't know this, don't know that. We don't do that. You know what I mean? We just come to fight.
Bozy Ennis remained standing by the ring wearing the same relaxed look he had throughout the entire fight week. After the match ended, it was clear he had witnessed the kind of contest he expected from the beginning. He gave Xander Zayas plenty of praise, describing him as a true champion who came ready to compete and never looked shaken by the occasion. Bozy said this was no longer about hype or social media conversations. It was about 2 unbeaten young fighters pushing each other at the highest level of the sport. He explained that Xander's discipline, movement, and ability to adjust made both corners rethink their strategy every round and said that is what championship boxing should look like. At the same time, Bozy smiled when people asked if they had finally seen the best version of Boots. "I told you all before the fight there were still more levels," he said. "Now you see what I meant." According to Bozy, the biggest difference was not one spectacular exchange or one dramatic moment.
I thought Rashidi was beaten. Right? Well, Boots didn't know Rashidi, like I told him. I knew Boots was going to stop him. He could have stopped him earlier, too. He could have stopped him early, but he ended up having fun again, you know what I mean? No, that's not, we don't do that all the time.
Did you expect it to be so one-sided, though, man? Okay.
Yeah. No, I did. The reason why I'm saying that because he's coming at us. He's one of them guys that he got to be set to throw punches. All you got to do is give him a little movement.
What mattered most was staying calm, even as the action inside the ring kept changing from round to round. He praised both fighters for never losing their composure and said that is the quality that separates champions from ordinary contenders. Bozy also joked about those who believed size alone would determine the result, reminding everyone that boxing is decided by timing, smart adjustments, and making the right choices under pressure. He admitted there were several moments when almost every fan in the arena probably changed their opinion more than once about who was in control. That is why he described it as a fight worthy of the division. When asked about what comes next, Bozy had no interest in naming another opponent or calling anyone out. Instead, he said nights like this are the reason fighters work hard all year. "You do not become great by talking about greatness," he said. "You become great by stepping into challenges like this." He finished by thanking the fans for being part of an unforgettable night of boxing and reminded everyone that the story is still far from finished.
Power didn't change. Him was still strong. I thought we was going, you know what I mean? His power was still there.
What did you think of his heart? Because he definitely has some random.
Man, he's one of the best, right? He's one of the best that Boots has fought, to me. Okay. Even though he couldn't hardly do too much with Boots, but he was there. And he was putting that pressure on him. And he was trying to fight. He wasn't like the one we fought last time that ran.
Okay,
yeah. You see what I'm saying? If you don't run, what's going on?
That is where Eddie Hearn shifted the discussion from what happened in the corner to what comes next for the entire division. While Bozy Ennis focused on preparation, making adjustments, and earning success through difficult fights, Eddie kept talking about what the boxing world had just experienced. He said this is exactly why the sport must continue putting the best fighters against each other. When two unbeaten champions stop worrying about protecting their records and start chasing greatness, everyone benefits. What impressed me most was that Eddie had no interest in criticizing either fighter after the final bell. Instead, he praised both of them for living up to every expectation and said the atmosphere inside Barclays Center was the kind of night fans would remember for a long time. He also laughed when reporters brought up his confident predictions before the fight, admitting that championship boxing has a way of keeping even the most outspoken promoters nervous until the very end.
You can have great fighters, but you need to put performances in on a stage like that, in fights like that, for me to be able to stand in the ring and say, I f***ing told you, this kid is the one. He's 27 years old. Now, you talk about these other fighters, the great fighters like, I don't know, Crawford. What's Crawford? 36, right? Who is amazing. Boots, Crawford, best fight in the sport. Unbelievable. But this kid's got so many gears and levels to go through.